ending October 1st for SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps, or sometimes referred to as EBT for the low income and the roughly 43 million beneficiaries that rely on these benefits every single month. That's the focus of the video, and I'm also going to be discussing why I'm a bit surprised lawmakers did not extend this out, but more on that in just a minute. So let's get into it and talk about it. First off, thanks so much for liking and sharing this video with the buttons down below. And if you have not done so yet, will you please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well? Again, with the big subscribe button down below. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And let's talk through the details. All right, so October 1st is rapidly approaching as I film this video right now. And I want to share with you the details of something that will be ending as of right now, unless lawmakers come forward within the next few days or the next couple weeks, I suppose, and actually extend this out a little bit further. But as of right now, it's not looking that great, and this is going to impact, again, roughly 43 million people that receive these benefits from the SNAP benefit program, otherwise referred to as food stamps or EBT, but these benefits are incredibly important. Now, let me share with you what they actually did. A couple years ago, they passed something, and it's actually been very beneficial, but it expires the end of September. In other words, October 1st, it'll be completely expired, and this will no longer be available unless lawmakers come forward again and actually pass this and extend it out in the next couple weeks here, which we'll see about that. I have not seen any talk about this anywhere. I'm a little bit nervous that they're going to let this thing lapse. So let me explain the situation here, okay? So back in December of 2022, they passed, along with their full year funding legislation, basically a provision that said anybody that would have their benefits wrongly taken from them through one of these skimming devices or a cloning situation, something like that, where basically you go to the grocery store, you put your card, your EBT card, which by the way has like virtually no protections within it, like those little microchips that are in credit cards and debit cards like that. Yeah, EBT cards, they don't have that. The EBT cards are like the easiest hackable card that is out there. That's why these people are targeting these cards, because it's so easy for them to get the money off of them, right? They go after the low-hanging fruit, the easy pickings, and that's exactly what EBT cards are. But anyway, sorry, I digress for a second. But so in December of 2022, they passed this legislation that was actually retroactive back to October 1st of 2022. So it was retroactive a couple months, but it was only a 2-year thing, right? So it went from October 1st, 2022 through September 30th, 2024. That's like right here and now, right? Yeah, so basically what this does is anybody that would have their benefits wrongly taken from them through one of these skimming devices or cloning situations. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not even really sure what the cloning situation is, but I've been kind of reading about it. I still need to research more about it. I don't fully understand it, to be honest with you. But I do understand the skimming situation, right? But anyway, you've all heard about this. They're most famously known in gas pumps, right? But they also are showing up at the little kiosks at the checkout counter in a grocery store. So when somebody with an EBT card comes in, they swipe their card, doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know, being just a good citizen, buying their necessary groceries for themselves or their spouse or their family or whatever it happens to be. And then they go on and they live their day, right? Well, then if there happens to be a skimming device on that little kiosk and the person didn't know about it, they input their card, they input their PIN and stuff like that. And then, you know, a week later, whatever happens to be, let's just say that they got their new monthly benefit, you know, the couple days later. Nice. That's awesome, right? But now, because there was potentially a skimming device on there, the person that put the skimmer on there now can take all the money off their card. Yoink, there it goes, gone, right? So the person comes in the next week to do some grocery shopping again. They get to the checkout counter, they swipe their card, and uh-oh, no money. It's all gone. What happened to it, right? Well, it was taken from them wrongly from one of these skimming devices, okay? Well, that's the situation that we're talking about here. So the rule was basically for this 2-year period of time, October 1st, 2022 through September 30th of this year, 2024, so not that much longer here, they basically said that they're going to reimburse these individuals with federal funds, okay? Because before this rule came in, basically all they did was said, sorry, tough luck. Better luck next time? Yeah, sorry about that. There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, literally, this was the situation for years leading up to this legislation. Exactly why they passed it a couple years ago is because they there was nothing that was being done about it. People were losing benefits left and right, and they literally just said, sorry, there's literally nothing we can do about this. We can't reimburse you, right? If you were somebody dealing with that situation a couple of years ago, it was a rough situation, right? But anyway, so then they allocated federal funds to basically say, hey, if this happens to anybody, we will reimburse, a percentage of the lost funds or up to a certain dollar amount. It would take a long time. It could take several weeks to get that money back, but eventually a lot of people would get their money back. They've already paid out millions, tens of millions of dollars worth of benefits that have been wrongly taken from people through these skimming devices, right? So this has saved a lot of fixed income and low income beneficiaries that receive SNAP benefits a lot of money that otherwise would have been completely gone at that point, but it was reimbursed through these federal funds. Long story short, it's going to be expiring the end of September of this year. So like not that long from right now, right? So as a result of that, here's what we need to know about this is that number one, they may let this completely expire, completely lapse and just say, well, sorry, tough luck. You're on your own again going forward. Not a cool situation. That'd be really bad for a lot of beneficiaries because these skimming situations are getting worse and worse all the time, right? I've seen it from some of you here in the community that have had this happen to you. I'm guessing on this video right here, I'll probably see some comments down below from a few people that have reached out and said, this happened to me. I got reimbursed or I didn't get reimbursed yet or whatever the situation happens to be. But here's the thing. The options are this much. They allow it to lapse and just that's it, okay? They may do that. I don't know. I have not seen anything about this being extended as of now. The next option could be maybe they wait until they get the full year funding bill completely done, which by the way, they haven't done it yet. They usually, this is usually delayed by, weeks or months. Who knows how long it's going to be this year, but they do this every single year. I would anticipate maybe within that full year legislation, maybe they come forward at some point and they say, okay, we're going to extend this out for another 2 years or something like that. And then they have it retroactive back to October 1st again, which would be good. That could be the situation as well. Or maybe they come in with a long-term fix on this. I highly doubt it, that it's going to be a long-term fix, but I anticipate if they do anything about this at all, that it's probably going to be at some point when they finish the full year funding bill for the federal government. Again, that could be anywhere from mid-October to March of next year. I don't know. It could be a very long time. They have a long history of basically kicking the can down the road with this thing forever and dragging their feet on this thing. So I would not be shocked. But if they were to do this, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them add it back in for another 2 years and pass it along with the full year funding bill and then retroactive back to October 1st, which would be really good because I guarantee you between the time of October 1st when it expires and between the time that they were to pass another extension of this thing, I guarantee you there's going to be people that lose their benefits as a result of these situations. And that's a tough situation, especially if somebody's going to the grocery store, picking out all the things that they need for the week or whatever. They go to the checkout counter and swipe their card, doing what they're just trying to do, get some food for their families and themselves and whatever, and then say, the cashier says, sorry, denied, there's no money on your card. I don't know what else to do, right? That'd be tough. That'd be really sad. And unfortunately, that is happening to a bunch of people. So yeah, it's a rough situation, but this is the reality of it. And again, this is one of those things out there, not that many people realize that this is in place, number one, and number two, that it's going to be expiring, okay? A lot of people just realize that maybe know about this, like, oh, it's there forever. No, it's not. It's not. It's going to be expiring in just a matter of a couple weeks here. So that's tough, okay? As I film this video anyway, but I'll keep you posted on this. I'll continue to watch it very closely as I get more information on anything in pertaining to this or anything else in regards to your SNAP benefits. Of course, I'll bring it to your attention, or of course, any of your other fixed income benefits. This is a super busy time of year. I say that all the time, which is the second half of the year is always super, super busy. Usually September beyond through the end of the year is the most busy part of the year. It's just nuts. Tons of announcements, tons of changes with the new turnover of the fiscal year and all the things like that. It's crazy, okay? So between now and the end of the year, I'm going to be here all the time, every day, just like I have been for the last, 4 years now, every single day, bringing you information as I find it, a lot of information. So again, please subscribe down below. Do your friends on my social media a huge favor. If you know somebody that receives SNAP benefits, share this video with them with the share button down below so they can see what's going on here and be aware of the changes that are coming in or that may not be extended here as a result of what I'm talking about here in this video. Otherwise, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Subscribe down below. Check out the other videos in the video library. The ones I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And right now, pop on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Thank you. Really appreciate your support. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you again in just a minute in the next